start with you a little bit. Obviously, hot the first half. Did you feel hot? Did you know that, or?
It didn't even really feel like I was hot. You know, I've been in games where it was like, you know, I know it's going in, but tonight I was just shooting and it was dropping for me. You know, just taking good looks and, you know, guys getting me the ball in spots and, you know, just not being selfish, taking the right shots. And, you know, when you play the right way and you put in the work all the time, it's bound to happen sooner or later for any of us, man. You know what I mean? Not just me. It was just my night. You know what I mean? Trey's night was the other night. You know, we had, you know, that's what I think is the beauty about this team is, you know, we got 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 guys who can do that, you know, on any given night. And so, you know, we've seen it in practice. We've seen a lot of guys really get hot in practice. It was just happening my day today.
For Kedrian and for Joe, and then y'all are both handling the point, but when you're both out there on the floor together, is it a process to figure out who's kind of taking the lead with that, or anybody's going to attack and start the offense? How's that been working?
I would just say, to be honest, whoever's close to the ball, to be honest. I mean, we just play off each other. If he's close to the ball, he plays the point. If I'm close to the ball, I play the point. You know, we just play off each other, that's all. This really is. No really like, oh, you do this, you do that. We play off each other.
Same for you,
Yeah.
And you were able to get the basket a couple times early tonight. Is that something kind of expands your game a little bit? People aren't just playing you, you know, on the perimeter. They've got to guard you when you got the ball.
I mean, I got to make them guard me. With the guys that I have around me, I got to be able to do something so that all the focus just not on, you know, Erik, Trey, so my man just not leaving me going to help. So I got to be a force out there as well with them.
Kedrian, I'm interested. Last year, as a team, shooting the ball was a struggle at times. So far this year,
Hey, don't jinx us.
right. Well, so far this year it hasn't. So I'm just wondering, is it just a matter of bringing in different guys, or is it more to it than that?
I'll say it's a matter of us being in the gym more than last year. So I feel like our shooting will pretty much be consistent throughout the year because we got guys that love the gym that stay in the gym. So I don't think that'll drop off not one bit.
And how much of a difference do you see, you know, making shots as a team, not just as one guy, but, you know, just making shots this year as opposed to last year?
A big difference because last year we only had really just Taz and Sean making shots. Right. Now we got Erik, we got bigs that make shots. You know, we got more guys that's capable of scoring the ball for us.
For all three of you, really, you've each played high-quality opponents in the past. Are you guys ready to take that step up? Do you feel, are there still questions in your mind, or do you feel like you're ready to step up? Erik can start first, but all three of you would like to answer.
Honestly, man, with no disrespect to our first 4 opponents, we've been waiting to play somebody big time. You know what I mean? So, you know, every day in practice we're going at it. You know, and then, you know, honestly, some of our second 5 is, you know, probably a start lineup somewhere else. You know what I mean? You know, at a mid major, maybe a lower high major, but. You know, we just battle every day in practice. We come out and we play hard, and, you know, it's just a matter of time before you run into somebody just as good as you. You know what I mean? So when you play those teams just as good as you gotta be meaner than them. You gotta be tougher than them. You know, and that's what this program is built on. That's what Hugs has been here this whole time. You know, we're gonna try and go out there and do that in Portland for 3 games and come back, hopefully top 5 in the country.
Just to piggyback on Erik. I mean, I played against Purdue last year. Well, last 3 years, so I'm looking forward to that game to play against that team. I know a lot of personnel on that team. Hopefully I can pass on, you know, the information to the guys. But I feel like we're ready. I mean, like he said, we've been practicing battling nonstop, 3 hours, 2.5, whatever it is. You know, we go as a team. So like, I'm ready to go.
I say we're ready. I mean, growing up, these are the type of games that we look forward to playing as a kid, you know, big stage, you know, big teams. And I played Gonzaga before, too, so it's like we want to see them again. Like, we ready to play them. It's a chip on our shoulder. So I say we're ready to play those games.
Joe, kind of going off what you were saying about playing Purdue, what do you tell these guys about trying to score over Edey? I know you played against him a few times already.
He gonna have to guard us.
Yeah.
Come out of there.
Definitely.
Come on out of there.
We definitely gonna put him in a lot of ball screens. But I feel like just mainly we just gotta rebound the ball and help on defense. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it's a defensive program. We're here to get stops. You know, the scoring's gonna come. It's gonna happen. So we're here to, you know, stop them from scoring.
For
First time you saw him, though, do you remember? Like, did it? I'm sure it catches your eye, right?
Oh yeah, 100%. He's legit 4, legit.
Very legit, for sure.
Legit.
You guys are the smallest guy on the team, man. He's setting you up for that.
So, Erik, sort of piggyback off that, are there still questions you have about your team? I mean, the season's still so young.
If I were to say we have a question that needs to be answered is, how are we going to respond when somebody punches us in the mouth? You know, we haven't been punched in the mouth at all. You know, in our scrimmages and in our first 4 games or anything like that, man. We haven't really been knocked out, you know, if you will. You know, we've pretty much been doing all the hitting. So it's like, you know, we're going to play 3 really good opponents here within the next week or, you know, over the week and a half or whatever it is. And, you know, those teams are good, you know, so they're going to go on runs and we're going to have to sustain those runs and, you know, fight back and punch back on our own. You know, I mean, I'm hoping they go like the first 4 games of the season, but I'm telling you right now they're not. So, you know, I think we're old enough and we're mature enough to, you know, take a punch and you know, throw back too. You know what I mean? Get the lead back.
Yeah. Erik, there was that stretch midway through the first half. You hit a 3, then I think Joe hit a 3, Emmett hit a 3, Trey hit. They were just dropping. Just when you see a moment like that, you know, just I mean, it doesn't happen every game. I mean, what goes through the mind when you see you and everyone else hitting at the same time?
Well, to be honest, man, when they're making shots like that, it's a good thing, but it's a bad thing because that means we're not offensive rebounding. You know what I mean? And Hugs is got to get on us for not offensive rebounding, man. I'm like, Hugs, the ball's going in the net. We can't, we can't go rebounding. So it's, you know, I mean, that's the big red flag for tonight that I've seen is just the rebounding numbers. But, you know, when you're shooting 55% from field and 52 from 3, it's hard to go rebound it. You know what I mean? So, you know, I hope that continues, and I'm praying that it continues.
Keedy, when you have a guy with a hot hand, Erik today, but Trey's been there, Emmett's been there. As a point guard, do you pay attention to that? Intentionally get them the ball? How much do you recognize that?
Well, if Erik makes a shot, I'm running the next play for him. If somebody make 2 shots, you know, they're getting the ball back from me. So, for sure, without a doubt, they're getting the ball again.
It's basketball, guys. You need to get the ball to the hot hand.
If you treat the game the right way, it'll treat you the right way.
Mm-hmm.
Simple.
Do you know what your career high is? I was looking this
Mine?
up ahead of time.
Mine's 29. Yeah, 29. I wanted 30, man, but I missed a shot and he took me out. So that's how it goes.
Oh, you only missed one?
Yeah. But I'll get it one day.
Erik, you always, guys always, you know, kind of in basketball talk, guys will always say, oh, well, we've got an unselfish team. But it seems like that truly is kind of maybe the case
sure.
with this. But I mean, just how much so? And is it, you know, kind of a fun story to be a part of that?
Yeah, man. It just makes coming to the gym every day really enjoyable. You know what I mean? You know, because you know you're going to come in and play the right brand of basketball every day. You know, I've been on 4 teams now, which is crazy to say in college, but you know, I've been in programs where it's like, God, I don't even want to go to the gym, and I love playing. You know, but I hate playing the wrong way. You know what I mean? Because if you're a basketball junkie and you watch basketball and you love watching good basketball, it's almost like you just want to throw up when you watch bad basketball, and you don't want to be a part of it. You know, I've been a part of it, and I'm glad this is not like that. You know, but I'm also glad that we got a bunch of old guys who have played high level basketball that don't care about scoring. Like, I don't care if I got 21 today. I don't care. Like, if Trey goes for 21 or any of these guys go for 21 and we win by whatever we did, I'm happy. You know what I mean? I'm going to be the same type of way. And so it's, you know, we got a level of maturity on this team through our older guys that just trickle down to our young guys. And, you know, when we leave, those young guys are going to be pretty good here.
Hey, Joe, you've had some pretty big offensive games so far here. I know you were looking to kind of have a bigger role offensively, but so soon, what have you found that's helped you out or that's kind of got you going offensively?
To be honest, I just have the ball in my hand, so it's like, you know, I gotta make a shot. You know, I have the ball in my hand most of the time at the end of the shot clock. You know, and I just try to make something happen. I mean, I'm not. My mindset to go in the game is really to get assists. To be honest, because I'm a point guard. You know, I want to keep everybody happy. You know, if I scored 10 or 12, 13, 14, I want everybody else to have 11, 10 as well. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to outscore anybody. It's my job to make everybody else happy.
Kenny, these guys are veterans. Obviously, know they got to listen to the coach and take what he says to heart. You've been here a couple years now, though. Did you tell them or give them a heads up? Hey, these are the things that you really got to pay attention to.
I mean, with the older guys, they pretty much know already. You know, I wouldn't say the programs are the same, but the same rules, same principles pretty much still apply everywhere you go. So I say I give them a heads up sometimes, but sometimes I let them hear it from coach sometimes. So
It's more for the young guys, man.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially me and him. You know, we play for some yellers, so it's dating back to middle school for me. I'm sure middle school from New York, man. Everybody from New York yells. It seems like so. So, man, just the young guys for real, and they're listening. They're buying in.